Hello friends, I hope you are doing great. Today we are going to understand what GraphQL is and why it was created and how it's different from REST API. So first thing first, so this series is going to be on GraphQL and first video will be basically on introduction of GraphQL. Also, I will show you how to set up GraphQL in locally. So at its core, GraphQL is a query language for APIs and a runtime for executing those queries against your data. It was developed by Facebook in 2012 and it's open source in 2015. So normally in RESTful APIs, as you have seen, there is multiple API calls we have to do for any particular application. So let's suppose if there is an application of Facebook or some social media application, so to in that particular page to get the feed, we have to make different API call. To get the likes, we have to make different API call. To get the comments, we have to make different API call. But with the help of REST API, we need not to make a multiple API call. Or sometimes a single endpoint returns much, or sometimes we see in REST API that single endpoint return much more data that we actually need. So that condition is called overfetching, receiving more data than required, and sometimes it's underfetching, not receiving enough data and having to make additional API call. So GraphQL solves this by giving the client the power to ask for exactly the data it needs in a single request. Let's start the journey. And first thing first, we will so the prerequisite of the this particular application for this particular videos are you should be knowing Node.js and uh, and JavaScript. That's it, nothing else. Let's open we can make a new folder. So first we gonna do just a second. First we're gonna set up this particular Node.js application. So as you all know, for more information about Node.js, I have videos on Node.js also. So initially we have to run the command npm init. So it will initialize this. You can just say like initialize our project of Node.js. You can just enter and yes. So it will create a package.json file usually. And then we will be also requiring express.js. So those express.js dependency, so you can see here we have this express.js inside our application. And so and it's the so it brings some dependencies which are present inside node modules. Whatever express.js has bring dependencies. So here we will be creating one file index.js. So let's build our server like on which we will be making API calls. So first thing first, let's call const express is required to build our express our server, and to initialize the server, first we have to use so this app will provide us utilities of methods which will be used for listening to server. So here we have to make one handler function which will we can console currently that API, or you can say API is running on local host 4000. That's it. Our Node.js application is set. Now just run node index.js, and API is running on 4000. If you want to see here, currently it will not return anything. So here we will be using this localhost 4000 to initialize our GraphQL server as well. So let's start. So for installing GraphQL, there also we need some certain dependencies. So what are those dependencies? First is, just a second, I will install npm install GraphQL. And one more dependency is there, express-graphql. I think so it has been installed, express-graphql and GraphQL. Yes. For these two things we will be needing for our the setup of GraphQL basically. So as you all know, GraphQL is a schema, like query based language. So first you should be knowing this. So how we gonna do is, like, initially first when our UI, like application development starts, so firstly we will be creating an schema for the particular application, and that schema is being provided to front end to work, and simultaneously we can simultaneously people can work on backend to build the API. So how that particular schema is being built, so see here, like we have book and author schema. So here, like we see book, one book has title, has name and author. So that author is also inside that particular book schema, and inside that author we have its name, and the books he has written all the, like, economics of equality. So all the authors, the author Goldhammer is there, Thomas Piketty is there. So their name is there, their the amount of books they have written. So all those things are being situated inside our schema, and as per our wish we can as per our wish, or as per the data required, we can call the API. So let's see in the code how we can do it. So first thing first, we have to create schema. We can create one folder only, schema. Inside schema we can create file as schema.js. So here we will be creating a schema. Okay, let's create a schema then. GraphQL So this one method will be required for creating schema basically, and this method or this utility, you can say, it provide us, we can destructure it. It provide us many methods, you can see. So this we will be needing to create the schema. GraphQL book, what is this GraphQL? So let's currently only one is required. So all you know, like how to create schema, initially we have to define the type. So let's define the const book type. If you're coming from TypeScript, this will be a bit easier. So the book type will have this schema, will be name will be book. Sorry, it should be, I think so, in inverted commas, then there is a, so field is basically, in fields we have all the data related to books. So I will let you know in future videos why we have to define arrow function in order to make fields. So currently it is like other, if we want to use the other data, so for that we have to define this inside field. Here we have to define the type of the, we can say GraphQL string is, so see here it is not here, so you have to import it. GraphQL string is there. So three things will be there. ID will be there, and name of the, you can say, and genre will be there for what are, like, as per the choice of the genre we will be. So rather than this GraphQL dot open directly, because we have destructured it, we use it. It is giving this error here. I think so this is not needed. I rename genre will be that's it. Currently we have this book type, and this book type will be, it's a type, we will be using it in another function which we will define. This is the main, this is the root query. Basically this will be called whenever our API got hit, this will be hit called. Here also we have to define name. Here all the queries will be there, but let's currently have only books one. There will be author also. In future I will be adding author as well. Type, you all know book type, we've already created it. So the argument, see, for book, particular book, if you want to find, you have to pass its ID in order to find that particular book. So for that we are using here id arguments. So for that here we can see id, and that argument type will be, I think so, that is string only. Why it is giving error? Okay, it has to be like this argument. And lastly we have resolve function. It is very important. From here we will, like, first whenever we hit the API, so it will be calling this. So it's a function. This will be taking two things. Argument. Here I will let you know what it will return. Currently let's keep it empty only. It's basically, I can comment here how to get it. It is giving this. Okay, it's expecting this arrow function. Okay, so this is our schema setup. Now this schema has to be exported. All of you guessed right. Export. Here we will be using GraphiQL and schema. This one. It's not imported, I guess. Here we do structure GraphiQL schema, and this schema will be exported. Inside this there will be query. And as you all know, the query we have made is this. Okay, let's format this. So this is done. Now this schema has to be called inside our main application. This, so for that we have to see like for any API routing, or you can say for in our Node.js application, if you want to call particular microservice, or you can say microservice, middleware microservice. So for that we have to use app.use. Here please remember the endpoint, always keep it GraphQL. You can change it as per your liking also, but keep it GraphQL standard. Here we have here we will be needing another package which we have installed. it will be express-graphql. Yeah, and this will be used as a handler here. See, schema we have exported from there, that we have to import first on the top. Inside schema there is a schema. Okay, this is schema will come from there. And for testing purpose we will be using there is an application. We can use Apollo server also, but let's use here GraphiQL. Let's run the server, let's see if it is giving us something. But here, as you all has suppose that all you have is thinking exactly right, that what is the issue, we will get to know. Here it is saying object.keys undefined null. So I thought the issue which is occurred is same, that we don't have basically data in the schema. So that's the issue which it is saying, that we don't have data. So let's currently have like we will be having data inside from, we will be getting data from MongoDB, but for just testing purpose we can create local data as of now. Krishnamurti is an author, and it's, we can say, genre is spirituality, I guess. Lastly, also we have to mention ID. Like this we can make 3 authors as of now. Pass the and return it. See, you all know how where to return, inside the resolve is here only. Yeah. So another author is any author, you can guess who has written that Harry Potter. Let it be James. That is spirituality. Self-help. One more. Sudhamurti. Kids. For kids. She is a very good author. So this we have to return. In order to return here, over here we can return it. So we have to return all the data. So what we can do, we can install one application, Lodash. Shit, what happened? Just a second. I don't want to install it globally. Just a second. What is saying here? So it is giving this error now. I don't know why it is giving this error. Let's see. What is the difference between these two? Name user, right? What's GraphiQL object type? Typo should be fields. Oh, the error is here. But in our case it is field only. Something we have done wrong. Okay, book type, added parenthesis, around a curly. Shit. Okay, this is wrong. Book type is let's fix this. Is this not same? Index not produce typo error. This again type error. Okay, this is basically an function. Okay, and I'm not destructuring it properly. Yes, now it's running. So because of this it was giving error. We were not able to install Node.js also. I think so Node.js is installed. Okay. Just a second. Okay, the package which we have installed is a bit older, so that's why the issue causes. Okay, no issue. So nowadays there, so here we have used this books now, so here we have to return in this side in the resolve function code data. So here we return isn't it auto importing. This is it. Dot return. Let's see. Yeah, it's running. Let's check. So this is it, guys. We have let's revise it once. So firstly we set up the Node.js server using express.js, and then we listening to a server 4000, and then we created a schema where we have used this mock data books, and that for firstly we have created a type using GraphQL object type, which is provided by GraphQL library, and then we have created fields which are going to be there inside this GraphQL, and there we have also written a query, root query, and inside their query there can be many queries like which we want to build, whatever, like books and author and everything. So currently we have created only one, books. So this type of the, we have already defined an argument which is going to come as in like functions parameters, and this is the resolve function which will be used to find the data. So currently we can test it. How we can test it? So here we are missing this GraphQL. See, it is automatically, wow. This GraphiQL is the extension which I have installed. You can also install it if you want to check the, see here we have this root query, ctile book. So first we need to clear this. So inside, as you know, that the particular query has, our query root query has books, which you can see this root query has books, and inside books we have id, name, string. So here we can type like books. Oh, currently we haven't put any ID. This one. Oh, it has to be simple book. Like we call functions, no? Like that. Just a second, guys. So we have a query which has book and it has ID string. I hope it works. Okay, it is not working. So let me just rerun this. So best thing you need to install that node one rather than again. So next video we will be installing that. Currently let's see it. Because if it fails, no, then again we have to rerun it. See, now it comes. So like this you have to pass the query. So this basically this will be passed to front end, and as per the data we will be getting genre also. I think so here Krishnamurti genre is spirituality. Okay, so it is retrieving the data. That's it for this video, guys. Hope you like it. Thank you.